Good morning, my dear students. So today we are going to start next chapter, that is nothing but atoms. So if we want to go, what is introduction of atom? Okay, so let me write over here. Introduction part, okay, for the chapter atoms. So question about yourself, where you had first heard this word which is known as atom. I hope in your school days you might have heard about this name, atoms or atom. Okay, listen. We have any solid material, if you consider, means in that solid materials we will be having, that means we have molecules which are placed, okay, systematically, we can tell. Clear? So if we consider any solid material, means then we will be having the molecules which have been placed very systematically, and together we are going to get it was what? Matter. Correct? Huh? So what I am trying to tell is, if we consider a solid material, okay, so not only solid, if you consider any material, means, okay, any material basically, so that material, if solid, if I consider, means I can treat it as what? Matter. Clear? For any material, if I consider, means that material will be made up of what? Molecules. Clear? Very good. So inside a matter, basically matter means we are going to take here what? A solid object. A solid object. So in this solid object, okay, in any material we are going to get what? Molecules. We are going to get what? Molecules. Now imagine that this is nothing but a solid material, okay, and inside molecules have been arranged systematically. Clear? Inside here molecules have been placed very systematically. If this is solid, means if this complete box what I am considering here as a solid material, means these molecules have been packed completely, correct? No, in this manner, and here next layer will be in this manner. These are nothing but what? Molecules. These bubbles what I am drawing here, these are nothing but what? Molecules. And this is nothing but what? This is nothing but what? Any solid object. Clear? So this picture continues, okay, molecules I will be not drawing, but here what I had drawn, these bubbles are nothing but what? Molecules. Clear? Now inside a molecule we will be having what? Atom. Okay, so it may be a one atom, okay, which we are going to treat it as monoatomic gas, we had studied now in last year, like that. It may have single atom, it may have 2 or 3 atoms, like that. So inside a molecule we will be having what? Atom. Inside a molecule we have atom. Okay, so let us talk about atom. So this complete chapter based on atom only. Okay, who discovered atom? Okay, what will happen, what the process will happen in atom, these all things. So let us go to next page over here. Initially, J.J. Thomson, okay, name of the scientist, he had discovered electrons. J.J. Thomson discovered electrons, and J.J. Thomson in his days he had given one specific idea how an atom could be. Okay, so let me try to draw that. Very nice diagram he had given, which is known as plum pudding model, but failed to explain all the things. So he said that if this is atom means, okay, I will give you one simple example. Imagine that we had cutted a slice of watermelon, okay, a small slice of watermelon. If we cut slice of watermelon and if we see it like it's a cross-sectional view, means we are going to experience in this manner. This is nothing but circular shaped one, okay, and here we are going to get some seeds, correct? So what J.J. Thomson said means, J.J. Thomson's model of atom, what we are discussing basically means J.J. Thomson's model of atom. J.J. Thomson's model of atom. So what he said means, atom is basically in this manner, and these dots are nothing but what? These seeds are nothing but what? Negatively charged electrons. So he said that these are nothing but negatively charged electrons. Okay, this dot is nothing but what? Negatively charged electron. Negatively charged one. And remaining all this space in between these seeds what we are having, this complete space is positively charged. Okay, so he said that space is positively charged. Space means that entire space, okay, entire space is positively charged, in which these dots act as what? Negatively charged. This model is known as plum pudding model. Okay, plum pudding model. So this is the idea of atom according to J.J. Thomson. Clear? So next what happened means, a scientist named as Ernst Rutherford. Ernst Rutherford is student of J.J. Thomson. Ernst Rutherford, he is a student of J.J. Thomson. Actually what happened means, Ernst Rutherford tries to tell different model of atom. He was trying to explain, or he is trying to give a different model of atom for this complete society. So what Ernst Rutherford did means, with two more scientists, again they were not scientists, we can call them as students. Okay, Ernst Rutherford's students, along with these all two students, Ernst Rutherford did one experiment, and that experiment is known as alpha particle scattering experiment. So that experiment we are going to call it as what? Alpha particle scattering experiment. Okay, so along with, I mean, in the year 1911, Hans Geiger and Ernst Marchson, these two, Hans Geiger and Ernst Marchson, these two were just scholars. Okay, they were just doing on their studies and all. Okay, basically research and all. So Hans Geiger and Ernst Marchson, these two were called and given one work, and that work has been given by Ernst Rutherford. And in 1906, Ernst Rutherford actually did this alpha particle scattering experiment, but he couldn't get the result accurately. So that's why what he did means, in 1911 he said to Hans Geiger and Ernst Marchson in such a manner that, try to do the same experiment which I had did almost some 5 to 6 years back. So if you got any amazing results means, you just inform me in that manner. Clear? Okay, so already experimental setup, everything did by Rutherford. Okay, so we are studying now Rutherford's model of atom. Okay, basically he is the guide, one who guides for Hans Geiger and Ernst Marchson. Ernst Rutherford is a leader, and Hans Geiger and Ernst Marchson were just doing the work according to the guidance given by Ernst Rutherford. Clear? Shall we go to next point? Okay, now here what he did means, so now we are going to discuss Rutherford's model of atom. This is nothing but, initially we had discussed Thomson model of atom. Okay, this is known as what? Plum pudding model. This is Thomson's model of atom is nothing but what? Plum pudding model. He had given an idea that atom could be in this manner. Okay, like a circular shaped, okay, where positively charged is uniformly distributed and these dots acts as negatively charged electrons. Clear? Okay, next what happened means, Rutherford came, okay, and he did that experiment, alpha particle experiment, but he couldn't get the result in his initial days. So again he repeated that experiment. That means again he was having interest to repeat that experiment, and in 1911 again he repeated the experiment with Hans Geiger and Ernst Marchson. Okay, so now we are going for that setup basically. So it is a diagram, so it takes some time to draw over here. Let me try to draw it very quickly. This is known as, this is made up of lead, okay, and we are going to call it as lead cavity. What we are studying now, alpha particle experiment, okay, or alpha particle scattering experiment. Okay, now next what he did means, here inside this lead cavity he placed a bismuth, okay, this is nothing but what, bismuth, or we are going to treat this bismuth as a source of alpha particle, okay. Next again what he did means, here he placed lead blocks, okay, in this manner. These are nothing but what, lead bricks or lead blocks. So what happened means, this bismuth will give us alpha particle in all the direction. Here if any alpha particle comes means, this lead cavity will just accept all this one, and we need a fine beam of alpha particle in this manner, okay. So that's why what he did means, he had placed lead bricks in this manner, and due to this lead bricks what will happen, any alpha particle coming and deviating in this manner, those alpha particles will be getting absorbed by these lead bricks, clear. If any alpha particle comes in this manner means, these blocks or these bricks will just absorb that thing, and we are going to get a fine beam in this manner, okay. Our ultimate aim is to get fine beam of alpha particle, clear. Okay, now here next what he did means, he had arranged one gold foil over here, okay, a small sheet of gold, okay, which we are going to get like a single atomic layer, okay. Clear? This is nothing but what? Gold foil. This is known as gold foil. Okay. Next step what he did means, he had covered this complete gold foil with a screen. Okay, screen will be in this manner. Clear? So here he had kept some opening, and here we will be having gold foil, and this is nothing but what? A complete screen. Okay, empty, okay, cavity like. but try to assume this. We are placing a piece of paper, okay, we are taking a paper and we are folding in this manner, okay. Top we had not covered anything, okay, it will be in that manner. If you open NCERT means we are going to get the nice picture of this alpha particle scattering experiment. Very nicely they had given in NCERT. Clear? So inside okay, inside this cavity we will be having zinc sulfide, okay, ZNS, and zinc sulfide is photosensitive material. Photosensitive material. Why we have this photosensitive material means whenever a ray from bismuth or whenever an alpha particle from bismuth, it will come in this manner and it will hit for this gold foil. Next, when it scatters in different directions, where it is going and hitting, in that place we are going to get a small light effect, okay, because this is a photoelectric effect manner, okay. So let me draw this. Now a ray, sorry, okay. So what is coming and falling over here, can you just tell me? This is nothing but what? Alpha particle, okay, it is coming and hitting for this gold foil. Next, what will happen after hitting for this gold foil? Some alpha particles will go very straightly, okay, very straightly means I am going to draw in this manner. In a very straight manner, those alpha particles will go and hit for this zinc sulfide photosensitive material, okay. This is known as what? No deviation, straightly it came and hit it here. Clear? And next what happens? Some alpha particles, they just got deflected more than 1 degree, okay. If I am going to treat it as 30 degree 40 degree means that value will be greater than 1 degree, no, in that manner. So some alpha particles will go and hit this zinc sulfide screen, but here by creating an angle theta, and this angle theta we are going to call it as scattering angle. Scattering angle. Clear? Next, what will happen? Still some more alpha particles, these got deflected in backside direction also, okay, rebounded case, going, hitting and again rebounding back. Clear? So this angle, from this no deviation line we are going to measure the angle, means now this angle will be greater than 90 degree, correct now? And still some more alpha particles, what happened means, for those atoms like this alpha particle going and falling on this gold foil, okay, in this manner alpha particle is going, it is going here and again coming back in the same direction, or we can call it as it is retracing back its line, okay. Alpha particle, in which manner it is going, in the same manner that alpha particle is returning back. Clear? So this was the experimental setup. which has been given by Hans Madsen and Ernst Hans Geiger, Ernst Madsen and Ernst Rutherford. Basically this model we are going to call it as Rutherford's model of atom, because initially Rutherford given basic idea about this one. Getting or not? Okay. So here we are going to write this gold foil, because gold is that means the material what we are using, gold, that gold is malleable material. Okay, with this property what we can tell means we can create very thin sheet. Okay, we can create very thin sheet. This only we need basically. Okay, a thin sheet of gold here. Imagine that you are having a gold in this manner, like biscuit. You might have been heard, no? You might have been seen in movies and all. So imagine that only one here molecules will be there, gold molecules. Okay, so again backside of these molecules again we will be having molecules. Okay, like that you can assume. Okay, if you consider a biscuit means some molecules, okay, again backside again some more molecules, again backside again some more molecules. So this gold foil or gold sheet is nothing but a sheet which is consisting only one layer of these molecules. Clear? A single layer. Okay, a single layer. If I am considering atoms which are present, molecules which are present over here, means again backside I should not have any molecules in that manner. Clear? So this is experimental setup of gold foil experiment. Okay, alpha particle experiment basically. And in our next coming class we will be discussing what are the observations we got from this experiment. Clear? So let us revise all the things within short interval of time. So we are discussing atoms. Okay, so in any material, okay, it is made up of what? Molecules, and inside molecules we will be having atoms. Okay, and inside a molecule we have atom. J.J. Thomson earlier he discovered electrons. Okay, discovery of electrons credit goes to J.J. Thomson. And next what he gave means J.J. Thomson's model of atom. So that model we are going to treat it as what? Plum pudding model. Okay, like a watermelon cutted into a small slice, and if we see it means we are going to get seeds in this manner. So these seeds act as negatively charged electron, and the space, what is space remaining over here in between the seeds, okay, and the boundary, that complete space is positively charged. This information has been given by J.J. Thomson. Next, Ernst Rutherford, he gave this alpha particle scattering experiment, where he told that he is going to consider a source of alpha particle and the lead bricks and this lead cavity to absorb extra alpha particles. And here we are having a gold foil, and this is nothing but what? A circular scale, or a circular what we can call screen basically. Clear? Whenever this alpha particle falls on this gold foil, most of the alpha particles will pass straightly. Okay, and here they will create a small lightning effect. Okay, and outside we will be having basically a detector which I had not drawn here. Detector means to detect whether alpha particle is falling or not. Clear? And we will be moving this detector in this circular manner, and we will be cross checking where we will be getting that alpha particles. Clear? And some alpha particles deflected for angle theta, and some more alpha particles getting deflected more than 90 degree, and still some more alpha particles like hitting and just coming back. If you cross check angle over here, means angle will be how much? 180 degree. Clear? So this is all about today's class. So keep practicing, keep studying. Thank you.